We then can also look at the fact that gentrification, the fact of gentrification. That's when they go into a urban poor area and try to make it anew, increase police presence. This is a good thing. We see this being done in Brooklyn. So Spike Lee say it's happening in Brooklyn, gentrification, where they're trying to make it anew, increasing police presence, bringing in a basketball team, Barclays Bank, which is notorious for being part of the slave trade. Okay, they made a lot of their money off the slave trade. The reason why it's here today is because of the slave trade. Going into Brooklyn and creating the Barclays Center, Barclays Bank. And then we see how they use Jay-Z to bring in more money into the area. More money into an area, making it new and bringing it to a more update status means increase in taxes, increase in the rent. This then displaces the citizens that used to live in Brooklyn. They then have to go out into more suburban areas or maybe other inner city areas or royal areas, you see. And we can see then in economics we have this term called white flight, where those that appreciated the area they lived in, owning property takes a physical toll on you as well as a financial toll. These people don't want to live in a property and not get a return on their investment. They put too much in it physically and financially. So they leave. When they see the poor whites, blacks, and Latinos coming to the area, who may not appreciate the historical significance or may not appreciate the area as much. They just see it as I'm moving on up. They letting us in now. But we can see how they use gentrification. And this is another way of them utilizing the poor, working class, urbanized citizens by using gentrification to force them into other areas, maybe more suburban, maybe other inner cities, or maybe royal areas, in order for them to mechanize in the areas that were poor and that were urbanized. Then they eventually, more decades later, they eventually will go into these royal areas and these suburban areas because of gentrification will have led the poor, working class, urbanized individuals out to those areas. They then will go out there and gentrify those areas as well. And this, we could see how they could use gentrification, of course, as a way to bring forth a new world order, the technocratic universe that they've always been trying to bring forth, and these smart cities, you see. So we must understand that they do use the poor, working class, urbanized citizens as a political football, an economic and social football as well. Meetchadini.com, support the cause. Support the cause.